shouldn't be running for anything except for the president of the local senior center, but he is, and that means he's going to have to be asked questions. Peter Van Buren is a former State Department official. Just today, he wrote up a list of the 5 questions that media won't ask Biden in the debate. It was such a great piece that we wanted to have him on to discuss it. Peter Van Buren joins us tonight. Peter, thanks a lot for coming on.
Thanks for having me, Tucker.
What are the questions the press ought to ask Biden tonight?
Well, the first question, of course, is, Joe, how's the asthma doing? Because as everyone is familiar, in 1968, Joe Biden received 5 student draft deferments and finally was classified as 1Y, ineligible for military service because of his asthma. Now, it's kind of curious, of course, because in his autobiography, Joe mentions his high school athletics, how he was a lifeguard. I think at some point he said in high school he would have taken Donald Trump out and fought behind the gym. And so I'd like to know how Joe's asthma is doing at this point, given that it kept him out of the Vietnam War. You know, thoughts and prayers.
Good thoughts and prayers. Good question. Okay, that's one. I love it.
Second question, of course, is Joe, what's your secret? In the last year, 2017, since announcing his candidacy, Joe Biden has made $15 million, more money than he and his wife made in the previous 19 years. Now, most of that money is in the form of a book advance, and we're all aspiring novelists, aspiring writers. I'd like to know what Joe has done to write a book that's worth $15 million. Now, of course, the book hasn't really sold all that well, and when you work it out, the book, the number of copies that he sold works out to $33 a copy in Joe's pocket, even though on Amazon right now it's $13.99. There's a suspicion that Joe may be being paid more for his potential as the next president than his skill as an author, and maybe he's got some tips for us, Tucker.
Oh, that's an amazing accounting job. A little forensic accounting from Peter Van Buren. I love it.
Oh,
that is worth asking.
The next question for Joe would be about higher education costs. As we know, that's a serious issue in the 2020 campaign. And I guess it might be a little cheeky to ask Joe how he's contributed to raising the cost of higher education. We'll rephrase that and say, Joe, who's worth $200,000 to listen to? Because Joe Biden